Welcome guys to a brand new video on solo leveling Arise. Now I'm going to post this video a lot later than when I record this, but yeah, in today's video we're going to be talking about whether the game is pay to win or not. Now you guys saw the title, pay to win. That is always the question a lot of people want answered every single time a new gacha game comes out. So I'm going to come out and tell you guys my opinion right now on whether this game is pay to win. First thing you need to understand though is when it comes to pay to win in this game, I can't lie, pay to win definitely is true. However, it's not with the characters, it's usually with the progression in solo leveling Arise. When it comes to progressing in this game, you can actually feel like yes, it is pay to win, because right now a lot of people are basically run out of gold. Like that's the main consensus with a lot of free-to-play players. They don't have gold, they don't have resources to upgrade characters, so therefore the progression is quite limited, because now they have to wait for every day for this to basically refresh before they can actually progress. However, if you spend in this game, your progression will be a lot faster. Now the thing is, you don't even have to spend a lot. This game is like an amazing game for light spenders, and when I mean light spenders, I mean people who spend like 100 in the first month, and then moving forward every month is just like the battle pass or the monthly pack. Just those simple type of packs that doesn't cost way too much money, but obviously $100 in one game on the first month is kind of huge for some people. But for me as a content creator, I can do that because I make that money back. But regular people with day-to-day jobs, they might feel like, okay, I don't think it's worth putting $100 in this game. But like I said, this game, you don't have to put $100 to get the benefit of spending in this game, because all you need to do is take a look at this over here, right here, and this is an example of why this game technically is pay to win in terms of the progression. Because right here, 30% increase in the funds for gold and XP. This is something you need to pay for, and it's $7.99. Now this is not even the best way to get gold in this game. Well, it is in the long term, but if you take a look at I've already bought the pack, to be honest, but right now, as you can see, I do have 1.7 million, which I'm happy for, I'm grateful for. But I had to spend, and I bought this. This is how I got the gold. So I got gold from here. I also got gold from, if you go over to the relay pack over here, I got gold from here, as you can see. And this is exactly how my account landed with 1.7 million gold. So pay to win in some ways. Now my progression is a lot smoother now, because I can essentially just level up my characters every single time I can. So there we go, use it. But one thing I noticed, like I don't know if I released the video actually, but my account was literally stuck today because I didn't have gold to level up my characters. My account was at level 37, but my characters were at level 33, and I didn't have gold to level them up. And my simple solution to that was, yeah, you know what, just spend, because at the end of the day, gold is definitely important in this game, and it is a vital resource that the game does not give you a lot of. So technically the progressions you are seeing from a lot of the content creators, they've technically spent as well. I'm not saying all content creators spent, but a lot of content creators did spend, and the progression is a lot higher. Now since this is a PvE game, I think you don't necessarily need to worry about progressing in this game. You can go at your own pace, but the issue is that since this game is a new game, a lot of people are showing the progression right now. A lot of people are seeing other people just be like way ahead of them in terms of content and in terms of clearing stuff, so they might get jealous or might think, okay, so this game barely gives us enough gold, but I can see people spending in this game and they are able to progress way more than me, so therefore this game is paid to win in that aspect, which I do think is technically true. In terms of progressing, it is true. I think every single gacha game in general though is paid to win, but there is a stark difference in Netmarble's in this game, in One Punch Man, in solo leveling Arise, where that's if you spend, you get a huge benefit no matter how little it is, and then your progression is a lot better compared to free-to-play players. I've also briefly mentioned that getting an SSR character actually boosts your account significantly, as well as getting SSR weapons boost your account significantly as well. So in that aspect, could you say the game is paid to win because the game like relies on like SSR characters? To be honest, I feel like a lot of people just want SSR characters, but there is actually some SR units that you can use to clear some content Now, I haven't taken a look at the SR units just yet because I'm enjoying my time with using the SSR characters. But if I was like a full-on, well, I was a free-to-play player for like 3 days or 4 days. Now it's day 5 of this account. I'm no longer a free-to-play player, so my mentality has changed completely in terms of like how I look at characters. But like I used to use SR characters or look at some of the SR characters. Now I have a really good amount of like SR units and weapons. I don't really focus on the SR answers, but there's some SR answers that I think that you can use if you don't have some SSR. Like just focus on break. You need 2 break SR units and you should be able to progress because breaking is very important. Stunning or freeze are also important as well if you're a free to play player, because it allows you to just stun lock the enemy and stop them from attacking you, because your HP will be kind of easy to take down. So this character honestly really good. Any characters that has break, to be honest, you need like a team of 2 characters with break. Oh, this character actually stuns for 5 seconds with his QTE. Perfect. What about his stuff? Creates a shield equal to 40% to team members. Oh my days, wait a minute, that's nutty. Well, it's based on users defense actually, so I don't know how good this is. But yeah, you can actually use some SR units even if you are stuck. So yes, with SSR characters it's going to be a lot easier, but that's generally how it is in gacha games. But obviously I won't deny it, it's definitely a if you want to clear content, the weapons specifically, you need them. Like trust me, like there's some good SR weapons, but compared to the SSRs, it's no joke. It's so easy to see why the SSR weapons are very, very important in terms of your progression. And honestly, if you don't have an SSR weapon versus you having an SSR weapon, there is a huge difference in your progression, which technically, once again, makes it feel pay to win. So I can't deny that this game definitely incentivizes spending when it comes to like progression. And I won't deny that some of the events as well in this game is just absolutely horrible for free-to-play players. Absolutely horrible. But to be honest, it's just horrible in general. Even if I was a paying, well, I am a paying customer, I'm not bothered to like focus on this event. It's pretty useless. Like events like this, useless event over here. Because like at the end of the day, the points required versus the amount of resources required, it's like if this was something I was doing regularly, then fine. I like an event where I can just like I'm playing the game, but I'm getting points that can actually give me some resources. But the thing is, this event only happened right now. If this event opened up the moment you start your account, then honestly this would have been a good event, because at that time you guys would be leveling it up, focusing on your characters. But right now this event just sucks. It absolutely sucks, especially if you're a newer player. Once you reach a point, your progression will slow down, obviously, so therefore you're not leveling up your Song Jin-woo, you're not focusing heavily on him, so therefore you're losing out on points. You're not going to rank high, including this one as well. Like, came out at a terrible time because you're not spending. Like, it's just horrible. Like, to be honest, it's horrible. It's not a free-to-play friendly event. Neither is this one going to be either. A weapon growth challenge. I'm already at a point where I can't even increase my weapons upgrade anymore. Now, I could go ahead and just cheat it by like focusing on SR units, SR weapons instead, and get points from that. But like, you guys that are free to play don't have gold to be working on random SR weapons. So technically, yes, pay to play players can technically be like, yeah, you know what, I'll level up some weapons. But then again, I think everyone doesn't have weapon enhancement stuff, so I'm guessing you guys can actually do that as well. But yeah, in general, this couple of events, not free to play friendly. This event is obviously good, so it's free to play friendly, so that's good in general. But the game does give you, I'm not going to end this video without saying this, the game does give you a lot of summons. However, just to be clear, it's usually only for the standard banner. It's not for this banner over here. They do give you some resources, the essence stuff, but a lot of the summons you get is for the selection draw over here. So if you see people hyping up this game saying it's free to play friendly to give you a lot of summons, they are talking about this. Now eventually, as we get more limited characters, we need to see how easy it is to get essence to summon for them, because once again, the battle pass is insanely like, you must buy if you're spending in this game, because you get a lot of stuff. Like, take a look at this, 60 free, and for pity it's 80. So this is insanely good. Like, it lasts for 41 days to be honest, but insanely good. So I definitely will be buying this. So yeah, that's really good. It incentivizes spending as well. Like, that's like what, 61 or 60 something from spending, whereas you guys that playing the game might not even have enough to do 60 summons on this banner over here. So in general, yes, they give you a lot of summons in here, but it doesn't also correlate with the amount of SSRs you have in your account. You have to be lucky, you have to be very, very lucky to get the SSRs, especially the ones you want, and then you can say, yes, it is free to play friendly. Like, you take my account before I started spending, let me show you what it was before. Actually, okay, I had 3 of these characters without spending. The only one I got from spending was Lim, but I got all 3 of these characters. And if you take a look at the weapons as well, the only 2 weapons I had without spending was this 2. So you guys, if you guys saw my account, then you guys would have said, yo, it's free to play friendly, you're able to get a lot of SSR weapon. Guys, you had to get lucky for this, because I had, the amount of summons I did was like 200 and something, and I only got 5 SSR, whereas some people can do the same amount and only pull about 80. You usually get SSR after 64, actually, to be honest. So 64 times 3, so probably 3 SSRs actually. So I technically got lucky with 2 extra SSR characters. So 64 times 3, that's 192. Times that by 4, 256. So technically I didn't actually get lucky actually. If I did 290 something summons to get 5, pity is essentially at 64. Or soft pity, where the rates start increasing. I've always noticed that after 60 summons, if you do a summon, for me, I always get an SSR, which is very, very good. Actually, I technically could still say I got lucky technically. So you do have to get lucky. Like, when I first made an account on this game and I was re-rolling and I got Troy, I did like 70 summons on this banner and I did not get a single SSR until I did my final last multi, and then I got an SSR and it was not the character I wanted. It wasn't even a top tier character. I started all over again. That was 80 summons or 70, yeah, 80 summons for 1 SSR. That was not great. Now that's when you get unlucky. But even then, if you take like 70 summons as well, I just re-roll again, honestly. So is this game free to play friendly? Absolutely. Right now, once again, clarification. Right now, however, there is a lot of pay to play aspect that honestly makes it feel a lot pay to win, to be honest. I'm just gonna be, straight up with it. So I don't know how people are gonna feel about this. Also, there is several issues with the banner in general. No guarantee is only 50-50. It sucks. So it is terrible as well. They should fix this before global, honestly. Anyways, that is it for the video, guys. Let me know down in the comment section if you guys agree with my take. This game is pay to win in terms of progressing. It is a PvE game, so you can focus only on yourself, on your progression. But since this world has the internet and the game is popular right now and a lot of content creators are making videos, you guys will see the difference between your accounts and those players, and you guys will be like, yo, what the hell? How did they get this amount of gold? Blah, 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 blah. But you just have to like focus on yourself, to be honest. But at the same time, it's very hard to focus on yourself if there's a lot of people posting their accounts and your progression is extremely low because you don't have the best SR characters or the best SSR character or the best SSR weapons or whatnot, and your progression is just completely different. So yeah, that is my take. It's been your boy AC Gamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm out.